be Joe Gabriel of Boardman Baseball, and he's coming on because they have a mighty big win to talk about this week as they took down Canfield 3-2 on Tuesday. Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. We love having you on.
Oh, thank you guys. Love being on. You guys do a great job. Thanks for having me.
Coach, I mean, a lot of the people in the area are calling it an upset, but I don't think you guys are calling it that at all. You guys know you had a great baseball team. I got a chance to witness you guys beating Chardon at Bobstein Park too, and able to come back in that one and then also be able to beat Canfield. Just talk to me about what you're seeing about the mental maturity from this team and what it's taken to get two big wins against the Hilltoppers and then the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I've said we have 11 seniors, and so there is a lot of maturity on this team. They work hard every day in practice. The one thing about them this year too, being an older team, you don't have to, they do their thing in practice. They work hard. They do not have to be told a whole lot. So they're doing a great job, and every one of those seniors are leading in some way.
The way that game developed, it was almost like it was being scripted as you guys were going to have a big moment. As you watched it go, did you kind of get this feeling that, okay, we're keeping them down. We're staying in it. We got this now. We have a chance to attack. What was it like for you going through the progression of that game?
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams had their opportunities to break it open a little bit. And let me say, I mean, Canfield's a heck of a team. They're good up and down in the lineup, on the mound. But the one thing that, again, I felt like we did a good job of is, even though we gave up that we gave up that run in the eighth, there didn't seem to be much panic from any of them. So any of our guys. So I definitely give them all the credit in the world. Our seniors, again, just kind of let things come. And then we had a nice, a pinch hit. He had a good walk. He took some pitches, and, then Griffin Woodrig came through in the end with that walk-off.
Talking about Griffin Woodrig too, and I'm sure DJ talked with you about it, but I want to hear it again from your perspective. Just the approach you saw from him too. Obviously, one of your leaders on this team. We see him highlighted too at Bobstein Park as well in summer. But just talk to me about the approach to show up in one of the biggest moments of the season to get a huge win and garner a lot of momentum for you guys now.
Yeah, he the one thing about Griff that he does so well at the plate is when he was down 2 strikes in that at bat, if I'm not mistaken, and he always does a great job of going the other way when he needs to, and he did that night or in that at bat. But that's something that I've seen him do over the last couple of years all the time. He's very unselfish, and he like I said, when he gets 2 strikes, I mean, he's just looking to put the bat on the ball and go the other way, and he did just that. So,
and I know that's a hard thing to kind of get into young kids' mind because they see all these baseball players on TV and all the highlights are home runs, and they just want to pull and get pull happy. And to see a kid develop his swing and to do what you said, just take the ball where it's pitched. I mean, as a coach, how proud does that make you that you see kids developing that aspect of the swing and not being falling in love with the pull and getting the extra base hit and trying to hit the ball as hard as they can, but also trying to just get bat on ball and go where the pitch is taken?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's extremely important for any good hitter. They just you have to be able to go different. You have to be able to go the other way. And you have to be able to put the bat on the ball with 2 strikes. And I know that's something that our hitting coach does. Coach Treveri works a lot with these guys in terms of, when you get 2 strikes, it's kind of time to put the ball in play and go the other way and do some other things and not just, like you're saying, not just pull everything that you see. So Griffin did a great job with that.
Coach, obviously, there's no doubt about this is a huge win for conference implications too. Talk to me. Is it a goal, or is that one of the focuses for not only you but for the boys this season, is coming out with that AAC crown?
Yeah, I mean, every year we talk about that every year. There's a couple different goals. I feel like most teams have. One of them is to win your conference. The other is to, make a run in the tournament. But there's a long way to go. Canfield's really good. Fitch is really good. Howland is really good. And Warren. So we have a lot of work to do still. But yeah, definitely we would like to. We definitely want the AAC crown.
Coach, we always ask coaches this when they come off a big win that maybe people outside the program didn't expect, or it was a monumental win for their program. How do you kind of keep it as one game and say, okay, we beat Canfield, but it's still just one win on our schedule. It doesn't count as 10 wins. We still have to go out every day and play just like we did, because they're not going to just give us the AAC just because we beat Canfield once, and kind of that mindset of always coming in the next day with the next game on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, I'll go back to the seniors every time on this. You know, I feel like they have that. It's, you know, the next game. They're just on to the next game once the one is over. You know, they'll put this game behind them, and they'll worry about, you know, conference on Monday and conference on Tuesday against Howland. You know, I don't really feel like these guys will look ahead or think that one game is going to win them anything. I don't think that's this group.
Do you think these guys are kind of playing with a chip on their shoulder? I saw on the schedule too, you guys had last year's Division II state champs in Hoban, and Hoban got the better of you guys last year, and it felt like that was a game you guys kind of wanted to prove themselves, and it sounded like Hoban too was gearing themselves up for a battle in that one too. So talk to me, are these seniors kind of playing with that chip on their shoulder because they were kind of doubted last year and they want to come out and show the world?
I think there's a lot of things that these guys have a chip on their shoulders about. I think one of them is that, you know, I think they, you know, the AAC thing last year, we didn't really play that well. We didn't do that well last year in the conference. I feel like they feel a little slighted. I think no one's really talked about these guys this year. And, you know, I think that they're using that to, you know, to play, you know, every time they go out and play. I think they're using that. You know, we lost to Hoban last year 3-2, and again, we lost a lot of close games, but we didn't win. And I think this year they're using that.
Coach, message received. I think that was the headline of our story. Talk about your next couple games. I know you already mentioned that you're playing Howland next week, and you got more conference games. Dive a little bit into those games and give us a preview on what challenges the Tigers kind of face and what challenges that you guys will have to navigate when you play the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, the first person that comes to mind is Gephardt, their lefty arm. I mean, he's been solid since, I mean, God, we've been seeing him since he's been a freshman, I think. He's really good. The Masucci kid's really good. Their catcher, I know, is good. So just like any other conference game, they present a definite challenge to us. They always do. They always play tough. They're a hard-nosed group. They always are. And so, you know, we'll have to go in and play good baseball, or we'll get, you know, they'll get us.
I got to ask, Coach, with the amount of rain delays that a lot of these teams have been facing, how are these 11 seniors taking it? Are they taking it calm and just taking it with stride, or are they getting a little bit irritable not being able to play games day to day?
Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit irritable. We're going to go up today actually to Cleveland to play St. Ignatius, so on turf. So it's kind of coming down to where trying to find places that have turf to play.
Add that to your schedule.
Yeah, I mean, you got to talk about this too. This is something we see a lot of teams in this area too. I'm sure you can attest that baseball, especially in the Youngstown area, one of the best, I think, in the entire state for just the number of state champions and state champion contenders that we have year to year. Is bolstering that schedule and playing these kind of teams part of that initiative to make those deep tournament runs for you guys this year?
100%. 100%. I don't really believe you get better unless you play those kind of teams. You cannot play a schedule where you're going to go 25-2. That's just not going to work. I've always been, as far back as when I was under Coach Beam, like, he always played tough schedules, and I've always thought that was the best way to do things, is you have to play a tough schedule if you're going to make any kind of run.
And the best world would be a 25-2 record against a tough schedule.
Oh yeah.
Easier said than done, Coach. We thank you so much for joining us and talking a little bit about this big win against Canfield and how it felt from your perspective, and giving us a preview of your next games. We wish you the best of luck in the next couple weeks ahead, and we know that we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Coach.
Have a good one, guys.
As well.